Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fluent English Channel, where learning English is easy, fun, and interesting. I'm Jane.
And I'm Jake. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. Jane, how's your day going?
Pretty good, actually. And I'm excited about today's topic because it's something almost every English learner struggles with: how to start small talk.
Absolutely. Starting a conversation in English sounds easy until it's your turn to actually do it.
Exactly. You suddenly forget every word you've ever learned. But the good news is, small talk doesn't have to be difficult. You just need a few good habits and some go-to strategies.
That's right, Jane, and before we start, please remember to like this episode, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who is learning English. Your support really helps us. So, let's start with the big question. Why is small talk important? I mean, it's just casual talk, right?
That's what a lot of people think, that small talk is meaningless or a waste of time. But actually, it's the first door to any real conversation. Whether you're at school, at work, in a cafe, on a plane, basically anywhere you meet someone, small talk is the beginning.
Exactly. Think about it. You're standing next to someone at a party or sitting beside someone in class. You don't start with, "So, what's your life purpose?" You start with, "Hey, how's your day going?" Or, "Is this your first time here?"
Right? And it's not really about the topic. No one really cares about the weather, but saying nice day, huh, is really just a way of saying, I'm open to talk to you. I'm friendly.
That's such a good point. Small talk is like social glue. It makes people feel safe, included, and connected.
And the more you practice it, the more confident you become. Even if your English isn't perfect, small talk gives you a chance to warm up, to get used to speaking, to relax.
Also, in many cultures, including English-speaking ones, small talk is part of good manners. If you go straight to business, people might think you're cold or rude.
Exactly. It's not about pretending to be someone else. It's about building trust through small moments.
And sometimes, small talk leads to bigger conversations. You might start with, "I like your bag," and 10 minutes later, you're talking about your shared love of travel.
Or music, or movies, or books. One small sentence can turn a stranger into a new friend.
So yeah, small talk is not small at all. It's actually a big deal in human communication.
It's the bridge between strangers and connection. Alright, so small talk matters, we've made that clear. But how do you actually start a small talk conversation?
Great question. I think this is where a lot of people freeze. Like, they want to talk, but their brain just goes blank. No words, no ideas.
Yeah, and it's totally normal. Especially when you're speaking in a second language, you overthink it. What should I say? What if it sounds weird?
Exactly. But the truth is, starting small talk is much easier than we think. You don't need a script or a perfect sentence. You just need one simple thing: a friendly greeting.
That's it. Just start with, Hi, how's it going? Hey, how are you today? Or, if you want to sound casual, What's up? Or, How's your day so far?
And honestly, it doesn't even matter which one you choose. What matters is your energy. Say it with a smile, with interest, like you genuinely want to talk.
Exactly. Because when you sound relaxed and open, people feel more comfortable responding. You're showing them, hey, I'm nice. You can talk to me.
Also, don't overthink your grammar here. You're not giving a TED talk, you're just saying hello and asking how someone is doing.
And here's a little secret. Native speakers use the same few phrases again and again. It's not about being original, it's about being warm and simple.
So if you're ever in doubt, go for it. A simple, "Hi, how are you?" has started millions of conversations.
And even if the person doesn't say much back, that's okay. You tried. You practiced. And next time, it'll feel even easier.
Now, once you've said hello, what's next? You need to keep the conversation going, and that's where open-ended questions help.
Exactly. Don't ask questions that can be answered with just yes or no. Ask something that lets the other person share more about themselves.
Exactly. If you ask, "Do you like coffee?" they can just say, "Yes," and that's it. End of conversation.
But if you ask, what's your favorite coffee? Or How do you usually start your morning? Now they have a reason to explain, to share a little more. Questions that begin with what, how, or why work best.
Open-ended questions are basically invitations. You're saying, tell me something. I want to hear. When you ask like that, people can express themselves more. It doesn't feel like an interview, it feels like a real chat.
Exactly. You're not just looking for short answers. You're giving the other person space to share a little part of their world. The idea is to let the other person talk.
Alright, so let's say you've started the conversation and asked a great question. Now the other person is talking, what should you do next?
Here's the part many people forget. You need to be a good listener. And I don't just mean hearing the words, I mean really listening.
Exactly. A lot of people just wait for their turn to talk. They're not paying attention, they're just planning their next sentence in their head.
But real conversations don't work like that. When you actually listen with curiosity and interest, the other person can feel it. It makes them open up more.
Right? And being a good listener means showing that you care. You can do that with small reactions.
Yes, these little reactions keep the conversation flowing. And don't forget your body language, eye contact, nodding, even just smiling goes a long way.
Also, if the person says something interesting, don't change the topic too fast. Ask a follow-up question.
And sometimes, listening means giving space. Let the other person finish their thought. Don't interrupt. Just pause, breathe, and let the moment be natural.
Okay, so you've greeted the person, asked an open question, and you've really listened to their response. Now how do you keep the conversation alive?
That's where finding common ground comes in. Basically, you want to find something that you both care about, something you can connect over.
Exactly. Because when two people realize they share an interest, like a favorite movie, a hobby, or even just loving the same food, something clicks. The conversation suddenly feels easier, more natural.
And here's the good news. It doesn't have to be something deep or serious. Even something small like, I love pizza too. Those little moments create a bond.
And if you're not sure where to look for common ground, start with everyday topics. Hobbies, entertainment, travel, or daily life.
One of my go-to lines is, I love hearing what people do in their free time. It opens the door without sounding too personal.
And when they answer, listen for something you can relate to, even just a little. You might not love hiking, but maybe you've done it once. Say that, oh, I'm not a big hiker, but I tried it last year. It was actually fun.
Yeah, because that's how small talk becomes real talk. When you find common ground, the vibe changes. It's no longer two strangers trying to be polite, now you're sharing something.
And sometimes, it's not even what you say, it's your reaction that creates the connection.
And don't be afraid to share something about yourself, too. You don't have to wait to be asked.
Conversations are like ping pong, you gently pass the ball back and forth. If one person is doing all the talking, it doesn't work. But when both people share, it becomes fun and natural.
So the goal here is simple. Listen, find something in common, and build on that. It's like planting a seed, it grows into something bigger if you both care about it.
And before we wrap up, you should also know how to end a conversation politely.
Yes, you don't want to just walk away. Use simple phrases like, it was nice talking to you. I'll let you get back to your day. Hope we can chat again soon.
Exactly. It shows respect, and it leaves a good impression.
So, dear listeners, small talk might seem small, but it's actually a big step toward real connection.
Start with a simple, ask something open, listen well, and smile. That's really all you need.
We hope today's episode gave you some ideas and the confidence to try small talk, even just one sentence.
And if you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Fluent English channel and share this with someone who's also learning English.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and stay fluent.